What is fair share? For those of a certain age, I'll probably be just leaving you out on this one, but it does remind me of a Luke Costello skit with Bud Abbott, where he's trying to explain something or understand something. So for that audience, I'm just saying, you said fair share was 39.6%. And then we got it. Then you said it had to go up another few percentage points to 42% to pay a Medicare surtax. So 42% was the fair share. Then it had to go up another 3% to pay for the Affordable Care Act. That brought it up to 45%. Then a number of states like New Jersey, so I'm going in and out of this Abbott thing, they all of a sudden were adding it to bring it over 50%. And that's still not a fair share. So what is it? What is it? Let's go back to two people who cannot remember Abbott and Costello, but they're smart nevertheless. Danielle DiMartino Booth, Scott Martin. Scott, what is it? I really don't know. I mean, we can kid aside and do the whole Luke Costello thing about what is fair share, but it keeps changing. I don't know if it's going to go over 40%, and with all these other things over 45%, where it stops, where it goes. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe it has to do with the fact that the Treasury Department is receiving record revenues and taxes from the American people, so that may be something. Look, as far as the rich folks go, they don't pay their fair share, Neil. They actually pay more than their fair share, and that's really what worries me about how we treat the folks that are productive in society and create jobs and do the spending. I'm sitting here thinking about how to answer this question. I'm looking at this $1.9 trillion exorbitant stimulus package we just passed a couple weeks ago, American Recovery Act or something like that plan. You know, that's the amount of money that the Treasury Department gets in either income taxes, just about to the dime, either in income taxes or payroll taxes. So why don't we take that spending money and why don't we give people like a tax holiday in one of those two buckets? Because that's where money is going to go best spent or best treated, not by taking it away from people to pay for some stimulus package that we didn't need, that doesn't go to good places. And I may be way off. I'm glad Danielle's here because I might be missing something, but that seems to make a lot of sense to me.
Well, I do know this much, Danielle. They're very creative coming up with ways to get more money into Washington. Not too good at, slowing down the amount of money leaving Washington. And that's what worries me. I mean, we can talk about the rich, and many of them can't afford these higher taxes and all, but what is a fair share for them to make it right, to stop saying that they're not doing enough, that they're hosing the system, or whatever else is being argued on the part of those who say that they're not doing enough, when in fact they're paying the lion's share of the taxes?
You know, it's hard to say, Neil. I don't know that they think that there is necessarily a limit. But I can say this much. The CPAs across America are licking their chops right now because they're like, oh, goody. They're going to make the thousands and thousands of pages of U.S. tax code even more complicated than they are by putting little things here and there, as you were saying, 2%, 3%. Look, I've got this great idea that would actually make it to where the IRS didn't have to have as many people on their payroll so that we didn't have to replenish it. Why don't we simplify the tax code and make things a lot easier than they were, rather than just try and nickel dime, nickel dime, nickel dime. If you are wealthy and you make the tax code that much more complicated, you're just going to pay your CPA a little bit more money so that he can wiggle you out of it. And if you really, really, really try and soak the rich, that'll be great for other countries. For other countries, Neil.
Yeah, everybody's got to have skin in the game. Obviously, the rich should be paying more of that skin. That I understand. That's the nature of our progressive tax code. But this is all out of whack here. I just have no idea what this moving target means and where it goes. But I have a good sense that neither of you are paying your fair share, so you're going to have to pony up. Guys, I want to thank you both very, very much. Is the IRS watching? Of course it's watching. We have a lot more coming up. The Dow up.